Tirumala again is at the center of a political crossroads. YSR Congress President Jagan Mohan Reddy has cancelled his planned visit to Tirumala temple on Saturday, which was meant to atone for the sin that he said was committed by the Andhra Chief Minister Chandrababu Naidu. Jagan Mohan Reddy also said that he was threatened with arrest. But now Chandrababu Naidu is addressing media. He is making some important points. Let's listen in to what he has to say.
ఇప్పుడు ఆయన మాట్లాడేది చూస్తే ఆయనకి ఏ సాకులు ఉన్నాయో నాకు తెలియదు పోకుండా ఉండడానికి. కానీ ఆయన ఏదో నిలిపేశారు, నోటీస్ ఇచ్చారని మాట్లాడుతున్నారు. కెన్ యూ షో ఎనీ నోటీస్? నేను స్ట్రైట్గా అడుగుతాను, నీకు నోటీసులు ఏమైనా ఇచ్చారా? నిన్ను వెళ్ళవద్దని ఎవరైనా చెప్పారా?
Addressing the media, asking whether any notice has been issued to Jagan Mohan Reddy, because he says he's making it seem like there have been notices that have been given, because of which he's unable to go to the Tirumala temple, and Chief Minister saying that there has been no notice that's been given.
ఎందుకంటే ప్రజా జీవితంలో ఉండే మనందరం కొన్ని సాంప్రదాయాలు పాటించాలి.
People in public life
చాలా స్పష్టంగా అడుగుతున్నాను,
should follow the traditions and should follow what needs to be done.
సమాజంలో ఏ మతానికైనా కొన్ని సాంప్రదాయాలు ఉంటాయి, ఆచారాలు ఉంటాయి.
Every religion in society has certain traditions.
గౌరవించి తీరవలసిందే. దేవుని యొక్క ఆచారాలు
If you want to visit a place of worship, you need to respect those traditions.
సమయం గాని ఏ వ్యక్తి గాని గొప్పవాడు కాదు. ఈ విషయం మనం గుర్తుపెట్టుకోవాల్సిన అవసరం ఉంది.
No one is above those beliefs and traditions.
మనోభావాలను ప్రశ్నించేలా, ధిక్కరించేలాగా ఎవరూ ప్రవర్తించకూడదు. ఇప్పుడు కలియుగ వైకుంఠం.
No one should disrespect the traditions of the God and the beliefs of the devotees.
హిందువులకి అతిపెద్ద
And you cannot act in a manner that is humiliating to both.
అది హిందువులకు అందరికీ ఒక దివ్య క్షేత్రం. ప్రతి ఒక్కరికి ఒక కోరిక, జీవితంలో ఒక్కసారైనా వెంకటేశ్వర స్వామి.
That's a very sacred place for Hindus. He's referring to the Tirumala Tirupati Devasthanam.
మొక్కులు తీర్చుకోవాలి అనేది ప్రతి ఒక్కరి యొక్క కోరిక. ఇవన్నీ కూడా అది మన రాష్ట్రంలో ఉండడం,
everyone wants to visit, have a darshan and get their desires, hopes fulfilled.
అత్యంత పవిత్రంగా భావించే ఈ క్షేత్ర పవిత్రత కాపాడవలసిన బాధ్యత ప్రతి ఒక్కరిపైన ఉంది. అలాంటిది ఉన్నప్పుడు అక్కడ పోయినప్పుడు నియమాల్ని, ఆగమ శాస్త్రాల్ని, ఆచారాల్ని, నిబంధనల్ని పాటించాలి.
All the rules and regulations of the temple will have to be followed.
కొందరి మనోభావాలు కూడా దెబ్బతినే పరిస్థితి వస్తుంది. అందుకే
the sentiments of the people can be hurt.
అతను మాట్లాడిన మాటలు చూస్తే నేను వెళ్తాను, అవి కరెక్ట్ కాదు. నేను హితో పలుకుతున్నా, అనుభవంతో.
The way he spoke today is wrong. It hurts the sentiments of the people.
పోయాను, నేను ఎందుకు పోకూడదంటే, ఇంత మునుపు మీరు రూల్ వైలేట్ చేస్తే మళ్ళీ చేయాలా?
Well, Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister Chandrababu Naidu making some important points there, saying that temples are run by traditions and rules, and these are age-old rules that have to be followed by anybody who wants to visit them. This is in the context of YSR Congress President Jagan Mohan Reddy cancelling his planned visit to Tirumala temple, which was scheduled to happen tomorrow. Joining me is my colleague Uma Sudeep, who's been tracking this case. Uma, tell us the important takeaways from Chandrababu Naidu's press conference, and also take us through what really happened today with Jagan Mohan Reddy, and what did he exactly say which warranted Chandrababu Naidu to come out and say all this?
So the Chief Minister, Mr Chandrababu Naidu, has just about begun his press conference, in which he is rebutting the claims of Jagan Mohan Reddy, who seemed to suggest that he was not given permission to go to the Tirumala Tirupati Devasthanam, and Chandrababu Naidu is saying that it is irresponsible on his part. Is he able to show any notice is a question that he is raising, saying that there is no restriction on Jagan Mohan Reddy to go, but that the rules, traditions, beliefs of the temple and its devotees will have to be respected, and whoever wants to go there will have to follow those traditions, because this is a place that is considered very, very sacred by the devotees of Lord Venkateshwara, and he says those sentiments will have to be respected. You cannot say that I have visited in the past as well, and therefore I should be allowed to visit. All this was triggered by Mr Jagan Mohan Reddy actually showing certain notices in a press conference that he held earlier today, actually around 3 p.m., 3:30 p.m. this afternoon, in which he said that notices have been issued to all the YSRCP cadres, leaders, sarpanches and MLAs, telling them not to come to Tirumala because the proposed visit of Jagan Mohan Reddy was there, and that the notice had told them that legal action would be taken against them, that cases would be booked against them if they came there because no permission had been granted for that. While Jagan Mohan Reddy spoke about the issue of declaration, and he said that while he does read the Bible within the four walls of his home, when he steps outside, he can be a Hindu, he can be a Muslim or a Christian, and that he respects all those traditions. And he said that in the past as well, he has multiple times visited the temple. He said he went with the Prime Minister, he has gone with the Governor, he has also gone accompanied the Chief Justice, and at that time no questions were raised, and that the question is being raised now. Of course, Jagan Mohan Reddy was to visit the temple tomorrow in the morning. What I must point out is that there were certain boards that came up in Tirumala. While some boards always existed speaking about the kind of an advisory for non-Hindus that they must give a declaration about their faith and reverence for both the temple as well as the presiding deity. More number of boards had come up today. There is a police force presence had increased in that place, and both Mr. Chandrababu Naidu as well as the BJP chief Purandeshwari and other leaders had said that he can only enter the temple, or he should enter the temple only after giving a declaration, because he does not happen to be from the Hindu community. So that is what triggered the press conference by Jagan Mohan Reddy, who, while talking about the declaration becoming the politics, he suggested that Mr. Chandrababu Naidu was indulging in diversionary politics, as he called it, and he said while diverting people's attention away from the 100 days of rule, he had spoken about the Tirupati Laddoo, and that he had made mistakes on that count, and now was talking about the declaration politics. So what I should point out overall is that in a sense, the Hindu identity seems to have taken center stage in Andhra Pradesh, because leaders of Andhra Pradesh, not just from the BJP but also from Telangana, Tamil Nadu, are echoing what Pawan Kalyan has been saying that the Hindu and the Hindu religion is taken lightly, taken for granted. No one dares to talk about Islam or Christianity, and that this is time now for the Hindu, in a sense, to assert their identity and protect what they believe are their values and traditions. Back to you.
Right. Thank you, Umasudi, for joining us with those critical details. Remember that all of this started with Chandrababu Naidu claiming that animal fat was used to make the famous Laddoos, the Shrivari Laddoos, which have a legacy of 300 years. He had quoted tests that were done by NDTV, the National Dairy Development Board. These are Laddoos that are offered as prasad at the shrine, and also devotees. In fact, there are 3 lakh Laddoos that are made every day. And of course, today, addressing a press conference, Jagan Mohan Reddy, who is at the center of the storm and is being blamed for not really looking after the quality of the Laddoos, he said that he has been denied permission to go to Tirumala. Now, this decision comes, and this has, of course, given lots of ammunition to the TDP. Remember, Jagan Mohan Reddy was the former Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh, and he was also supposed to sign a declaration meant for non-Hindus, which the TTD has said that is an existing rule with the temple. Now, the parties have said that according to the rules of the Tirumala Tirupati Devasthanam, which manages the Tirumala Tirupati temple, foreigners and non-Hindus should declare their reverence to Lord Venkateshwara, to whom the temple is dedicated, just before they visit the shrine. And this is all about following the rules. But is it just about following the rules, or is the problem being escalated for political reasons? That's what we will discuss tonight. Joining me is Satish Reddy of the YSR CP. We also have Professor Josna Tirunagari, who represents the TDP. Thank you so much for joining us, both of. But first, let's listen into what Jagan Mohan Reddy, the former Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh, said today.
Probably never in the history of this country, probably, we have ever witnessed such a situation where you actually have a situation where if somebody were to visit a temple, people have been barred from visiting temple. These are the notices. The notices say that the ex-Chief Minister Y.S. Jagan Mohan Reddy is visiting Tirumala Tirupati Devasthanam, and that program does not have the approval of the government, and if any Karyakarta participates in this program, cases would be booked on them.
Okay, let me go across to Professor Jyotsna first. Ma'am, we know that this is an old rule. That's what sources have been telling us. But new signboards have announcing this rule have sprung up ever since the YSR Congress chief announced his visit. Everybody knows that Jagan Mohan Reddy is a Christian. Why is the TDP raising this issue now?
Vasudha, good evening to you and my co-panelists. But TDP has never raised this issue, Vasudha. He himself is talking about it. It's a rule of the temple, and the temple, whenever you go to any temple, Vasudha, it's not you or me or Jagan Mohan Reddy or anybody in particular is not asked to do it. Whoever goes, whoever it is, Abdul Kalam ji signed it, Sonia Gandhi ji signed it, so many foreigners who visit sign it, whoever, whenever they try to go there, it's just a mark of respect to the God, a mark of faith in God, that's it, nothing more, nothing less. Why is Jagan Mohan Reddy making a huge fuss out of it? Because see, what is his intention, Vasudha? What did he tell us yesterday? He said he wants to go to Tirumala, offer prayers to Lord Balaji and ask apologies to Lord Balaji for the sins committed by Chandrababu Naidu garu. That is what was his statement yesterday. Simple, right? If it was his intention, he would have simply gone there, signed the declaration, which is the rule of the temple, sign the declaration, go, stand in front of the God, tell what you want to tell God, do it and come out. Simple, no. Why are you merely spreading lies? Because nobody stopped him from going to the temple. In fact, if I have to quote correctly, Vasudha, the Superintendent of Police of Tirupati district has very clearly given a press statement saying that all the necessary security arrangements for the Honorable ex-Chief Minister's visit to Tirumala have been taken. But because there is an, chance of, because they are trying to, run with the emotions and all that stuff, not many people would be allowed to come along with him. He can go there, offer his prayers to God, and he can go back to his place.
Absolutely.
That was what his program was.
Reddy, I'd like to draw this
1 minute.
Okay.
Yeah.
Finish, ma'am. Yeah.
Vasudha, the only point is, it is again a political drama of Jagan Mohan Reddy garu, because I request him, and on behalf of Telugu Desam Party, on behalf of the government, I request him, kindly, as promised, go to Tirumala, sign the declaration, stand in front of the God, offer your apologies for the sins that you and your people have committed. I request.
Okay.
Because I know.
Satish Reddy, you heard what the TDP spokesperson had to say, and also what the Chief Minister of Andhra is saying, that there is no notice, there is no, there's permission for him. All arrangements have been made. He's the former Chief Minister. He just has to sign a declaration. I know by signing the declaration, it may seem like he's submitting politically, but it is just a declaration, sir. And Lord Venkateshwara is not just a religious concept. He's seen as a cultural phenomenon as well, something that Jagan Mohan Reddy himself said, that I've been to the temple even before I was the Chief Minister. What is preventing him from giving that declaration?
The things what Chandrababu Naidu garu is preaching and what is happening here in ground is very different. Just now I heard, are you able to hear me?
Yes, sir.
Are you able to hear me?
Yes, sir. Please go on.
Yeah. Just now I've seen the clipping of Chandrababu Naidu garu telling that nobody was obstructed from going to the temple. I'll just show you this. This is the notice. I think Madam is also Telugu speaking. She can see the notice. This has been served to me, and I'll just read it out. Sri Satish Kumar Reddy garu, ఆయన మీకు ఇందు మూలంగా తెలియజేయడం ఏమనగా 28/9/2024వ తేదీన మాజీ ముఖ్యమంత్రి శ్రీ వైఎస్ జగన్మోహన్ రెడ్డి గారు తిరుమలకు కాలినడకన యాత్ర కార్యక్రమం ఉన్నందున ఇందులో ఎవరు పాల్గొనడానికి ప్రభుత్వ అనుమతి లేదు, ఎవరు కూడా వెళ్ళరాదు, మీరు ఇట్లా అతిక్రమించిన వెళ్ళిన ఎడల మీ పైన చట్టపరమైన చర్యలు తీసుకోబడను.
But sir, is this something that restricts you or the Chief Minister? Because we are given to understand that this is also a season of pilgrims. The Brahmotsavam and other festivals are also coming up, so there could be security requirements as well.
No. Here clearly they have mentioned YS Jagan Mohan Reddy garu does not have the permission to go there.
Okay.
This is a clear thing. I'm just reading it out.
It talks about the Kalinadaka Yatra, that means the Padayatra from the Tirupati to Tirumala.
You have denied, you have served notices.
Sir, we haven't denied, sir. It's not the denial of entering the temple.
I've been very patient when you are talking. Please
Please don't talk lies.
Okay, let him finish, ma'am. Let him finish. I'll come to you.
I was very patient
go
when
ahead.
you were
Go
talking.
Mr. Reddy, please go on.
Yes. And this shows this double standard of Mr. Chandrababu Naidu Garu. He said that no notices were served. This is a notice served to me, clearly stating that Jagan Mohan Reddy does not have the permission. If somebody knows Telugu, please see it. And this has been signed by the Inspector of Police.
Okay, let me get...
and this has been... And these such notices have been given to almost each and every YSR Congress party leader over.
Okay, Professor Jyotsna, would you
One
like to
side-
respond
no,
to
one
this?
side-
Ma'am, why
one
is
side-
TDP preventing
please let me
YSR
complete.
CP
Please let me
cadre
complete. No, madam,
from going
please
there?
Please let me complete. One side, you have given notices to all YSR party sympathizers.
Okay, let her
One
respond,
side-
sir. Professor Jyotsna,
No,
please go.
No, one side.
Okay,
The
let
other
her
side-
respond. So you
the
asked a
other
question, let her respond
the
at
other
least.
side-
Vasudha,
Yes.
Vasudha, it is very clearly mentioned that the Kalinadaka Yatra means the step, the yatra you take from Tirupati to Tirumala to the steps.
Okay.
They are saying that we don't have, because they said we'll go in huge numbers. Understand, Vasudha, it is the Brahmotsavam seasons. Another 1 week you have the Brahmotsavam. You have huge number of pilgrims there, and ex-CM coming with all his men. That would definitely be a problem. So we didn't stop Jagan Mohan Reddy to visit God or come to temple. No, absolutely not. For any such kind of political processions or political yatras, definitely you need to take permission, isn't it? Have they taken the permission for that?
You see,
And now they are claiming that.
Okay, Mr. Reddy, would you like to respond to that, sir? Yes, Mr. Reddy.
No, it is not a notice to Jagan Mohan Reddy.
Okay.
It is a notice to the Karyakartas because they are trying to accompany Jagan Mohan Reddy and they are trying to,
But
gather
ma'am,
in huge
Jagan Mohan
numbers
Reddy is a
because
politician
police
and he will
are
also have his supporters, isn't it? So, Mr. Satish
That's what
Reddy.
I'm saying, Vasudha.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. They were
please give me
supposed
time.
to.
You have made your point, ma'am.
Okay, now let him speak, ma'am. Let him speak. Yeah, Mr. Reddy.
Yes.
Yeah, Mr. Reddy, see, there is a
and
political fallout of this, right? Because anybody
and the
who gets a
other side-
Tirupati Laddoo makes sure that it goes to every house in the neighborhood. So there is the political, social fallout of this controversy is going to be significant. So we may agree, disagree on
side-
many things.
No, no,
How
please,
is your
madam.
party looking at handling this, sir?
No, I'm just telling you. Just give me a 2-3 minutes time. One side, you have asked all our Karyakartas not to accompany Jagan Mohan Reddy. The other side, BJP Karyakartas, BJP's leaders have openly come out with statements that we will be stopping you. You cannot enter Tirumala. We will break your legs. They have gone to the extent of telling, we will break your legs. You don't have any right to go to Tirumala. Such statements were given by BJP leaders, including the state BJP President Purandareshwari, including all the Telugudesam Party local leaders, including the Telugudesam Party, including the Janasena local MLA. All these people on one side, they have started threatening. They said they will do demonstrations, they will obstruct and all that. And the other side, you don't wanted us to do. That is one thing. And secondly, what we wanted to tell you and what Mr. Jagan Mohan Reddy told was, clearly there is lot of ambiguity between what Chandrababu Naidu Garu is telling and what is misguiding the public and what the executive officer is telling.
Okay.
First
Okay,
of-
I
first
just
of all-
have a
first
few
of all, it is-
minutes
no,
left.
the whole,
Yes.
Excuse me, madam. Excuse me, please, 2 minutes.
Yeah.
The whole issue is about contamination of Laddoos. Whether the Laddoos have been contaminated or not. One side, clearly, the executive officer Shamal Rao tells that he was not allowed to go into the temple premises and it was not used.
Okay, we
Then
know
the
that thing,
question
sir.
of-
We will
No,
get
no,
a
please,
response
please.
from Jyotsna,
No,
ma'am.
madam. Madam, let me
Sir, just
continue.
last
No,
1 minute.
you see,
Jyotsna,
calling
ma'am,
us-
like he's
yes,
saying
you're calling
that
us,
there is,
blaming
the
us for all the
executive
things and not
officer has
allowing us
also
to
said the same
give our
thing.
reason.
So do you think that your
You have
party
to
could
give
have
us-
handled
no,
this
when you are-
in a
when
better
you are-
way?
when you are-
Because considering that this
Vasudha
is
madam,
considered
madam,
so
when you have-
sacred,
please,
do you think that the Tirupati
Vasudha.
Rao matter could have been handled better?
Vasudha, understand one thing. We have never ever politicized it in the entire thing. See, understand. They are also saying that July mein aaya, so you
No,
haven't
even now it looks
exposed
like
Till now we-
Jagan is at the center
No,
of
there
your
is no-
politics, right? So would that stop?
See, Jagan, one second, Vasudha. If Jagan wants to go there as a devotee, there is absolutely no problem. He'll just sign the declaration. In my opening speech itself, I told you. Even now, I'm requesting Jagan.
Let us speak. Let us speak,
Any
sir.
authority. He had visited this temple.
Mr. Reddy, let us
That
speak.
is the rule of the land. That is the rule of the temple. That's not the rule by Jyotsna or Chandrababu Naidu Garu. That's the rule by temple. So honor the temple rules. Honor the
Jagan
customs,
Mohan
honor the
Reddy,
traditions.
Jagan Mohan Reddy,
There's no problem with
as
that.
opposition party leader also, he has
Okay,
visited this temple
okay, Ms.
number of
Jyotsna, you know
times.
about the question that I'm asking you, will the TDP politics go beyond Jagan, because it started out so well, talking about development, talking about skill census. When are we going to hear about all of that again, ma'am?
It's just that they are concentrating on it. That's the reason I said they are just politicizing and diverting the entire issue. 100 days of our rule, we have achieved so much. Vasudha, I request you to absolutely conduct a debate on that probably tomorrow or day after. I'll explain what has happened completely. I request you, because I also honestly want the entire state and the entire country to know what exactly NDA government has done in the past 105 days in the state,
Okay.
which we have done exemplarily well.
Okay, thank you, Jyotsna ma'am. Thank you, Satish Reddy, for joining us on this broadcast. The Laddoo Rao or the Tirupati Prasadam controversy centered around the sentiment of lakhs of devotees has escalated now. We'll keep getting you all the updates from that story. But for now, time for a short break. More news and updates on the other side.